In today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys my reasoning why I think FNAF 3 is the worst out of the original 4 FNAF games. Let's go ahead and let's get started. Guys, the jump scares are absolutely atrocious in this game, and being a franchise that is carried by the jump scares, having bad jump scares is just a really bad start for this game. Going in furthermore, I hate this new system feature they added into this game. It is so annoying. It feels like every 30 seconds I'm having to reboot something because something just goes down out of the middle of nowhere. But I am going to talk about some pros of this game as well, like these little moments you get here. The lore is really good in this game, and it's explained really well through these little moments here. And I really love the mini games in this game as well, like these. They are really fun to play as, and honestly, in my opinion, I like them more than the base game itself. So I do think these little secret things here really carry the game. But let's go ahead and let's talk more about the base game, guys. Pretty much the early game is so boring because it gets really repetitive, and why I say that is because it just feels like all you're doing is trying to find Springtrap, because in the early nights he moves so slow, so you really won't ever see him in the cameras, and when you do, he's gonna stand there for about 30 seconds to a minute, and it's just like the early nights are so boring in this game. And I'm not gonna lie, I hate the scenery in FNAF 3. It is way too green. I know it's supposed to be run down and everything, but I think they could have added some more colors than just green. Let me know if you guys agree with me. But if you guys are still watching this video so far, please smash that like and subscribe button. I would really appreciate it, guys. We are nearing 4,000 subscribers, and if you guys want more FNAF content, smash that big like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications. But let's continue on our yap session. Like I said, guys, this is just some gameplay of night 2. I didn't want to get night 1 because obviously, night 1 really nothing happens unless you're Markiplier in FNAF 4, so I didn't want to get any gameplay of that. But like I said, as you guys can see here, night 2 is just so boring. All I'm doing is just walking around trying to find Springtrap. So let's go ahead and let's move on to furthermore into the game, because night 2 has nothing to offer. Guys, night 5 is actually pretty fun. The only reason I say that is because now it actually gets a little bit more difficult, but if I'm comparing it to other night 5s in the series, it is still really lackluster. Fredbear in FNAF 4 was really good. I loved night 5 in FNAF 4 because you had the Withers, you had the toy animatronics. Now you start seeing Golden Freddy appear, and then night 5 in the original FNAF is really good. So I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys there. But continuing on with my take, I still like night 5 on this game, at least more than most nights. Like I said, every night 1 through 4 on this game are really boring just because of how easy it is. But we're gonna start talking about night 6 and stuff in this game. It does not have a 7th night, which pretty much all the other original games do have. FNAF 4 goes all the way to night 7, FNAF 2 does, and I believe the original does too. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm like 99% sure FNAF 1 has a 7th night. This is the only one that doesn't, because it has a game mode called Nightmare and Aggressive Nightmare, which I'm going to show you guys here in just a little bit. But night 5, like you guys can see, it's 1 a.m. and I am about to die here because, like I said, I got caught lacking. There's a lot of things you have to focus on, and that's the kind of a con to me. Like, how are the first 4 nights so easy and then you just get a sudden difficulty spike? But now the game's actually going to start getting a little bit more hard, so now the game really will start to feel more fun, you guys. But look at this. You see a Phantom Freddy walking across the window right there, which you rarely run into any of the Phantoms. The only ones I ever run into is really Phantom Balloon Boy, every now and then Toy Chica, like really rare Phantom Chica. But besides that, obviously, like you said, you'll see Phantom Freddy walking by, but he really poses no threat. You rarely run into Mingle, so pretty much it's just Springtrap. You will run into the puppet and then Balloon Boy for me. But now let's go into night 6, guys. I actually do like this night way more than Aggressive Nightmare because it actually requires skill. As when we get a little bit later into this video, when you guys are going to see with Aggressive Nightmare, it is strictly RNG based, and I hate nights that are based off RNG. I want to be able to win or lose because of my skill level. If I lose because my skill sucks, that's fine, but if I lose because of RNG, I'm gonna be really pissed off, and that's how Aggressive Nightmare is. But like I said, I'm showing you guys some gameplay here on the 6th night, which it is really fun. But after you learn night 5, there's not really much that changes in this night. So if you get the hang of night 5 and you think night 5 is easy, then this night is really easy as well, because I mean, honestly, you can barely tell a difference. I think maybe Springtrap moves a little bit easier and faster, but that's about all. Like you guys can see, now we're here at 3 a.m. I made a little cut so you guys didn't have to watch the entire night, because I feel like that'd be a little bit boring. I'm showing you guys the entire night, but I literally beat this on my second attempt trying to record this video, so that goes to show how easy this night is. I literally only died once, and the reason I died is because I accidentally hit ventilation over the camera, because my cameras went down. I hit ventilation, and then Springtrap ran to cam 1, and after that, you know, you are kind of cooked. So I honestly really would have beat this my first attempt, but you know, I still like this night. It is still much more difficult than the first 4, so I'll give it that. I'm not gonna hate on it just to hate on it, guys, you know what I'm saying? If you guys are still watching, please smash that like and subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. I'm just trying to start saying this a little bit more in my videos, just, you know, to give you guys the nudge to actually subscribe, guys, because we are so close to 4K, and that is actually crazy. I cannot believe we're nearing 4,000, guys. But I've been streaming every night too, so if you guys want to catch some of those streams, guys, you know, turn on those notifications, guys. But now let's get to continue on talking about the video. We're here at 4 a.m. As you guys can see, I have him in this insane cycle, and that's why I think this night is easy, because if you just find a good cycle, it is so easy to deal with Springtrap, because he'll either go into the vent, continue running in there. If you already have it closed off, you're good, and then he'll be back in the camera. You have him, then he might leave, and then all you do is lure him back. It gets really repetitive. So that's, as I continue to keep talking, that's why this game is boring. Everything is just so repetitive in this game, and that's why FNAF 1, 2, and 4 are better. And honestly, a lot of the other FNAFs too, but in this video, we're just talking about the main 4. I'm not talking about Sister Location, Pizza Simulator, you know, Security Breach, all of these other games, FNAF World. We're not going to be talking about those. We're just talking about the main 4, just because I feel like, in my opinion, that was the peak of the franchise. So having a so-called, in my opinion, a flop during the peak really is, you know, kind of disappointing in my opinion. But it's 5 a.m. We're about to beat this night, guys. Look, I have him in this cycle still. I've had him in this cycle the entire night, which is actually freaking crazy. I can't believe Springtrap is that much of a bot just to stay in a cycle like this. But we're going to beat this night. We're going to play Aggressive Nightmare, and you guys are going to see how RNG based this night really is. It is truly so difficult, guys. It really is. But I'm not gonna commentate this entire night. I'm gonna let you guys just see the difficulty in it. I'm gonna be quiet. So I hope you guys enjoyed my commentary. Watch the rest of this video. If you guys enjoyed, smash that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Hi. Hello? Hello? Hi. Hello?